She worked in a small bakery on a Lancashire high street. He came from one of the wealthiest families in the county. He only asked for one cupcake, but he kept coming back every single day, and the whole town began to whisper, "Why is Oliver Hargreaves spending his mornings in a bakery talking to a girl like her?" What nobody knew was that one cupcake was about to change both of their lives forever, and someone was watching, someone who was ready to destroy everything before it even began. Clara was a very beautiful girl. She was 26 years old. She lived a simple life in a small town in Lancashire. She worked at a little bakery on the high street to help her family. Every morning she woke up early, and every night she went to bed tired. That was her life. One day, everything changed. A young man came into the bakery. His name was Oliver. He was from one of the wealthiest families in the county. Everyone in town knew his surname. His family had money, manor houses, cars, everything. But he came in alone, and he asked for one cupcake. The next day he came again, and again. People started talking. Why is Oliver Hargreaves going to that little bakery on the high street? Is he lost? Is he in some kind of trouble? But Oliver was not lost. He began asking Clara questions. What do you enjoy? Do you read? Do you like music? Clara was puzzled. Why are you talking to me? She asked. He smiled and said, because you are not like the others. That made her think. What did he mean? What was he looking for? After 2 weeks, he said, I think I like you. Clara did not know what to say. She was ordinary. He was from another world entirely. Was he joking? But the next day he said it again. I think I like you a great deal. Now she was truly confused. Could someone like Oliver ever truly love someone like her? Would his family ever accept her? Was any of this even real? At first, no one knew about Oliver and Clara. They talked quietly. They laughed. They shared stories. It felt special. But secrets never stay secret forever. One morning, Oliver did not come. Then 2 days passed. Then 3. Clara was worried. Did he forget about me? Did I do something wrong? On the 4th day, he came back, but he looked different. He said, my parents found out about us. Clara's heart began to beat fast. She said nothing. She just listened. They are furious, Oliver said. They have told me I cannot see you again. Why? Clara lied. What did I do? Oliver said, they told me that if I stay with you, they will stop supporting me entirely. No allowance, no car, no position in the family business. Clara could not believe it. She wanted to cry, but she stayed quiet. Then he said, I do not care. I want to be with you. But Clara was not happy. She was frightened. If he chooses me, he will lose absolutely everything. She said, you do not need me. You need your future. Oliver answered, you are my future. Those words were wonderful, but also dangerous. Now Oliver had to choose, love or money, Clara or his family. And Clara had to ask herself a painful question. Do I let him fight for me, or do I walk away before he loses everything? There was one more problem. Someone else was watching, someone who wanted Oliver for herself, and she was ready to do anything to take him back. Days passed. Oliver kept visiting Clara, even when his parents told him not to. Every time he left the house, they asked, where are you going? Are you still talking to that girl? Oliver did not answer. He did not want to lie, but he did not want to stop seeing Clara either. At the same time, something else was happening. Arabella, a wealthy girl from Oliver's world, had always admired him. Their families had quietly hoped they would one day marry. Everyone assumed it was simply a matter of time. But now Oliver was spending all his time with a girl from a bakery on the high street. Arabella was furious. She felt jealous. She felt afraid. What if he truly loves her? What if he forgets about me completely? She began making plans. One afternoon, Arabella walked into the bakery. She looked at Clara and said, you do not belong with Oliver. He has a future. You do not. Do you really want to ruin his life? Clara said nothing, but her heart was racing. That night, Clara could not sleep. She thought, maybe Arabella is right. Maybe I am just a problem. Maybe I should go. The next day, Oliver came with flowers. He said, I want you to meet my friends. But Clara said, perhaps we should stop. Oliver was shocked. Why? He asked. She said, your life is full of important things. Mine is small. You will lose everything because of me. I cannot allow that. Oliver looked at her steadily. I have already told you I do not care. Clara did not know what to do. Then Oliver's father took his car, his allowance, and his phone. He said, if you want to live like an ordinary man, then go ahead. Oliver had nothing now. He came to Clara on foot. He looked exhausted. Clara felt a sharp pain in her heart. He is losing everything, and it is my fault. Oliver said, this is not your fault. This is my choice. But Clara did not feel better. She began to think seriously about leaving. At the same time, Arabella told Oliver's parents a lie. She said, Clara is using him. She wants his money. She told me herself. Oliver's mother began to cry.
Oliver was furious. "That is not true," he said, but his parents did not believe him. Now everything felt broken. But Oliver did not give up. Even with no car, no money, and no support from his parents, he still came to see Clara every single day. But Clara was changing. She did not smile the way she used to. She did not speak much. Her heart felt very heavy. One evening, Clara wrote a letter. In the letter she wrote, "You have a brilliant future ahead of you. You do not need me. I do not want to be the reason you lose everything. I love you, but I must go." She left the letter on the bakery counter and went home. She did not wait for him to come. The next morning, Oliver found the letter. He read it. He did not cry. He did not speak. He simply left. That same day, Arabella's parents organized a grand dinner party at their estate. All the important families were invited. Wealthy neighbors, business associates, even Oliver's parents. Arabella told her friends, "Tonight, Oliver will be mine again." But Oliver did not come. People waited. Arabella smiled and said, "He will come." But she was wrong. Oliver had gone straight to the bakery. When Clara saw him, she said, "Why are you here?" He held out her letter and said, "You do not get to decide for me. I decide. I want you. Not money, not dinner parties, not lies." Clara felt something hopeful stir inside her. Back at the party, Oliver's mother found a voice message on Arabella's phone. Arabella had forgotten to delete it. In the message, Arabella said, "Clara is just a poor girl from a bakery. She is no real threat. I will frighten her off. She will leave him. Trust me." Oliver's mother listened in complete silence. Then she said quietly to her husband, "We have made a very serious mistake." The following morning, Oliver's mother drove to the bakery. When Clara saw her walk through the door, her heart stopped. "What is she doing here? Has she come to ask me to leave Oliver again?" But Oliver's mother did not look angry. She placed a small envelope on the counter. "I found this," she said. Clara opened it. It was the letter she had written to Oliver, the goodbye letter. "He gave me this yesterday," his mother said. "He loves you very much." Clara could not find any words. Then Oliver's mother said, "I listened to that voice message on Arabella's phone. She planned everything. She lied to us. She told us you were using Oliver for his money. But the truth is, you were trying to protect him." Clara could barely take it in. Was this real? Then Oliver's mother said, "We were wrong. I was wrong. I judged you for not having money, but you are richer than us in the one thing that truly matters, honesty."
That same week, Arabella's voice message became known to everyone. Her friends, her family, her parents' associates. People began asking questions. Did she really try to destroy their relationship? Was everything she said a lie? Arabella said nothing. She left the county a week later. 2 weeks after that, Oliver's father said, "I want to speak to you both." Clara was nervous. Oliver was quiet. Then his father said, "When I was a young man, I fell in love with a girl very much like you. My father would not allow me to marry her. I have never forgotten her. I do not want to make the same mistake with my son. I do not care that you have no money. You are honest, and that is exactly what this family needs." Oliver and Clara looked at each other. They were happier than either of them could put into words. 3 months later, everything had changed. Clara and Oliver were still together. They did not have a grand house. They did not have expensive things, but they had peace. Oliver began working at the bakery. He learned how to make bread and pastries. He was terrible at first, but he kept trying. Oliver's parents came to visit the bakery every Saturday. His mother always left with a proud smile on her face. One afternoon, Oliver's father said, "The family business is yours whenever you want it." Oliver did not know what to say. Clara said, "You do not have to choose anymore. You have both now, a new future and me." Oliver smiled. "No," he said, "we have a new future." Clara looked around at the bakery, at the customers, at Oliver. She remembered the very first day they met. He only asked for a cupcake, and now they had love, respect, and trust. No amount of money in the world could buy that. People sometimes think money is the most important thing, but money can disappear overnight. Love cannot. Oliver had everything once, and he was not happy. Love is not about gifts or grand houses. It is about choosing each other, even when it is hard. If someone loves you for who you are and not for what you have, that is real love, and real love is stronger than lies, fear, or money. So if you ever find yourself in the middle of a difficult choice, ask yourself one question. What makes my heart feel full, even when my hands are empty? That is always the right answer. Oliver gave up his car, his money, and his family's approval, and he still chose her. Clara walked away to protect him, even though it broke her heart. And in the end, it was not wealth or status that won. It was simply honesty. If this story touched something inside you, if it reminded you that real love is not about what someone has, but about who they choose to be, then I want you to do one thing right now. Hit that subscribe button below. Every single week, I bring you stories exactly like this one. Stories about ordinary people making extraordinary choices.
Stories about love, betrayal, sacrifice, and strength. Tap subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss a single one. Because next week's story, I promise you, you will not want to miss it. And before you go, I have one question for you. Oliver lost everything: his money, his car, his family support, and he still came back to Clara on foot. Do you believe a love like that still exists today? Comment yes or no below. And if you've ever had someone choose you over everything else, tell me your story. I read every single comment. You are not alone.